Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Clock now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for Nick Chubb, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
With the give to Nick.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
7-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check 4. Check 4.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Myles Garrett.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Block working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Following the interception, Mayfield flush to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield on 1st down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Miller.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Point it right, point it right. Twist, watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Tackle made just shy of midfield.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Browns Browns.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Regular. 40's the mark. Squeeze. Hey, I'm coming after you. No. Off.
1st down, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
47's the mark.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 8.
A final shot before half for Locke. And that will be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Check, 47.
Mayfield to throw it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Chubb again, the ball.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Switch up.
Mayfield looks to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
Complete to Tim Patrick.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Now Locke again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Locke off a play action. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He'll buy some time right. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
Chubb.
31-yard line.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nick Chubb.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Hamler now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
To throw is Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Took their shot at going for the win. Didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
2 yards
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Cleveland, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action